Zacks Rank Buys, stocks with a short-term buy or strong buy recommendation. Now, here are more Zacks Rank Buys. Let's take a look at some momentum stocks now with Mike Vodicka. Mike is our momentum stock analyst at Zacks.com, and it's always a fun time when Mike stops by here with these momentum stocks because sometimes I have to admit I don't even know where he gets some of these at. Like this one here, O'Reilly Automotive, ORLY, the ticker symbol. They are in the aftermarket automotive parts industry.
Yeah, that's right. Some of our listeners are probably familiar with O'Reilly. They have a pretty strong presence across the country.
Really?
They do, yes.
Not in the Midwest.
I'm not sure exactly what their specific geographical distribution is, but they do have 3,300 stores nationwide. Wow. Yeah.
And I had never heard of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've seen some of their stores here around Chicago, so I do think they have a presence in this area.
But I've never heard of a lot of things, so they can't judge by that.
So they have 3,300 stores, and it's a fairly large company. It's a $4.5 billion market cap, so that puts them in about the mid-cap range there. Founded in 1957, so they've been around for a while. Now, this is consistent with some of the companies we've talked about before here with the auto parts dealers in general, and it plays into what we're seeing with the economy right now, where people are avoiding buying new cars or going for the upgrades.
Right.
This company, they reported a really big quarter, April 29th. The revenue was up 80% year over year. That's a huge revenue number, but what I came to find out is that a lot of the revenue gain came from an acquisition of another company, so it wasn't totally organic growth, so to speak. Mm-hmm. But regardless, they beat on their earnings.
It's a mere technicality.
It is a technicality, but in the long run, though, that will help produce additional revenue and earnings, so it's definitely a good thing for them. They beat on their earnings, 47 cents. It was a 7 cent beat. They went ahead and raised their guidance here. The next year projection is looking for 23% earnings growth. And then, you move into the chart here,
right.
And this stock actually took off before the overall market took off in March. It's been rallying since about December, and since then it's gone from $21 to over $40, doubled in price.
Hey,
it's a nice gain.
Can't beat that. One that I have,
pretty solid gain.
Yeah, really. One that I have heard of is Steak and Shake Company, SNS, the ticker symbol. These are all over the place.
Steak and Shake is, I think that Steak and Shake is more centered in the Midwest. I know they're out of Indiana, and they do have some here in the Chicagoland area.
That must be why I see a lot of them.
That's exactly why. Yeah, you got it.
Can't fool me.
But Steak and Shake has 415 company-owned stores, and they franchise 75 stores, so they have about a total of 500 roughly. A smaller company than O'Reilly. This is a market cap of only $347 billion, so that definitely places them in the small cap category. They also recently reported second quarter earnings. It wasn't a blowout quarter like O'Reilly was, but again, they beat on their earnings. They produced earnings of 10 cents per share. Analysts were actually expecting, I think, a loss of 11 cents. So it was a fairly sizable beat.
Yep.
The estimates picture, it was pretty interesting here. The next year estimates surged from just 7 cents to 25 cents. So that's a fairly significant upgrade from the analysts right there. They're obviously bullish on it. And then moving to the chart here.
That stock price is going higher, too.
Yeah, this one's looking good right now. This one didn't take off until the market turned in early March, but since then it's been on a pretty big rally going from $5, and right now it's trading right around 12. So this one's more than doubled in the last just 2 months. So some nice gains.
Yeah, do you own either of these?
No, I do not.
Okay, are you done talking?
I think so.
Okay, I don't really like it when people talk, and I'm trying. That's okay. Don't let it happen again.
Okay.
If you would like to see more of what Mike has written about, and I say see because the archive of the text versions of all of these story stocks that Mike comes here with is on Zacks.com. They're up in the upper right-hand corner of our homepage. His particular story stocks are in the momentum stock category. Click on the headline that's right next to that entry in the list, and it'll take you to the most recent piece that he's written and an archive of some others as well. With Mike Vodicka. Always fun when he stops by. I'm Terry Ruffalo.